And we're recording. So tonight we're reviewing Boulder. This is Boulder Peated Single Malt. It's an EWF pick. That's Edmonton Whiskey Forum, 57%. Boulder's a distillery out of Colorado. Been really impressed with everything they've come out with. They've got a bourbon that they age in different kind of casks. They got single malts that they age in different kind of casks. Peated, unpeated. They came out with one where they took half of their peated stuff and then half of their unpeated stuff and mixed it together. So they do a lot of fun stuff. Excited to see what you guys think about this one. What do you smell?
Wood and cherry.
Yeah, wood and cherry. Do you smell that like little bit of earthiness that
Yeah.
that you would get from the peat, right? Like that I've had a couple of their peated stuff, and it's very lightly peated, right? It's not smoke in your face type of peat. It's very.
I might not have guessed that.
I wouldn't have guessed peated on this either, but knowing that
So
it, I get.
is this a rye?
No, it's single malt. It's an American single malt, right? So this is all. I forget what the rules are in America. I don't know if this is all barley because in Scotland it has to be all barley, but in Canada we pushed two brewers on this and they said no, as long as it's all malted we can use whatever grain we want. It just has to be 100% malted.
Interesting.
Right. So I'm thinking this is all barley, but don't hold me to that. So this is the folks that import Boulder into Canada. It's called PWS, Park Whiskey Society, and they're the ones I'll reach out to get a confirmation on this. And they're part of the EWF, or at least one of the guy in Park Whiskey Society is part of it.
It's got a really nice nose to it. I'm trying to pinpoint what it is to me. Like the peat, you mentioned a little bit of peat. I really having a hard time getting that.
Yeah, I get the earthiness, kind of like mossy tree, kind of like going into the woods
Yeah.
after a rain.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just kind of oaky cherry.
Yeah, I can't go much further than those three things either.
I really like that earthy. That's got me thinking about all kinds
Yeah,
of
that
stuff
now you went a step further, right? That dampness in the forest, I guess.
Like that's what I was looking for. I knew it was something foresty. I just couldn't.
Yeah, damp forest is good with a
Yeah.
little berry and a little bit of woody, oaky stuff.
Yeah, kind of simple nose,
But pleasant.
but all neat flavors.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's nice. Had a bit of like a sweet flavor profile there on the front end.
Yeah. I guess a cherry or something.
Yeah. It's like sweet cherry.
Yeah, it's neat. I kind of get everything that I got on the nose. That's not that doesn't happen too often for me.
The wood sticks out a bit more than it did on the nose for me. Kind of barrely oaky notes.
I wouldn't guess this would be a, what is it, 57%. It definitely doesn't present like that. You know, I put this down maybe for like a lower 50, because it does have a bit of you know some strength to it. Yeah, 57. It's pretty inviting.
Yeah, I'm with Trevor, right? Mostly sweet notes. Like fruit syrup.
Do you get a little cough syrup?
Almost like a Gren.
I was gonna say the cough syrup, yeah.
Yeah, a little cough
Pear
syrupy.
right? Like the fruity cough syrup.
Yeah. When they give your kids all the time, they'll like the sugary stuff.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting those peated notes though. Like they're a little bit there, but no. I had an easier time finding them on the nose. It's got a good body.
Super thick on the glass.
Super thick on the palate too.
Yeah.
It is very syrupy. Kind of hung up on cough syrup. You guys got to give me something else to.
Like it's a little sweeter than cough syrup for me, but okay. I get that for sure.
A little more heat for me, but I think it's just because last night I burnt the roof of my mouth. So I think just the alcohol is just making it feel like I'm drinking like a 70% whiskey right now.
No, it's 70%. You think it's higher?
No. I'm just saying, like, because the top of my mouth is very tender right now because I burnt it on nachos.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah. Burning hot cheese.
Feels like it's 70.
Because to me it's less. Like if I was doing this blind, I would guess the ABV is low 50s.
Oh yeah. I could see that, but like I think just now I'd have to revisit this maybe like later in the week when I'm it's not.
Did you pour the whole sample or you just did half?
No, I just did a little like half ounce.
Okay.
So what do you guys think? Any other notes?
No, I'm good.
I get a little bit of that foresty peat, but definitely not something I would find blind, right? Like I have to know that it's there to find it.
Yeah, you get a little bit of like wood note, like I think oak, a little bit of oak coming through.
No, I get a lot of the barrely
Yeah.
oakiness.
But it's mostly for me like just kind of sweet cherry deliciousness.
Yeah.
It leaves a nice warming sensation going down after like a few sips. Feels nice inside.
Yeah, this is my pick, so I'm happy to start. You guys are done? You guys good?
Yep.
I've had another peated single malt pick that was also from a group in Alberta that Park Whiskey Society is connected to. I think it was Yeg Whiskey Nights. And I'm gonna say I like that one a little bit better. This one, the peatedness doesn't come through as much as I would like it to. Still a very nice dram. It's thick. It comes, it drinks really well. A couple nice flavors. I'm gonna go 86.
Yeah, I'm going 87 on it. It's nice to drink. It's not overly complex. I do like the kind of sweetness on the palate. And a bit of oakiness and cherry coming through. So 87 for me.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm gonna have to revisit this. It's an 82 for me. Still enjoyable. But I think maybe my taste buds are a little bit thrown off just because half my mouth is charred. So 82. I think it's still so far. I think it's a well done whiskey. So no real complaints, to be honest.
I have it at an 80. So I'm sandbagging tonight. I think it's good. That's why it gets an 80, but high 80s,
80 is still A minus.
That's right. It didn't get up there for me. Kind of got hung up on the cough syrup. It's tough because it has a really nice mouthfeel. It's really, really good body. I like it. The woodiness that comes through, it's just like I liked everything about it except ultimately all I could get was this kind of cough syrup. I got less of the sweetness, a bit more of the bitter, and it just wasn't something that I really looked for. So while I appreciate the things that it's doing and doing well, overall it's not something I would really seek out.
All right. wrap it up there. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.